The Ifa Sutherland Children's Park area is usually a very calm and quiet neighborhood, especially during the week. But today you can hear speakers blasting as protesters gather to embark on a demonstration, a protest against the newly introduced electronic transaction levy by the government in the 2022 budget. And as you can see, the police are here in their numbers to ensure law and order. Now, the police is engaging the leadership of the demonstrators and have presented a restraining order against their earlier move to picket perpetually at the Parliament House. But then the leadership of the protesters have also raised some concerns, but the police have been justifying their move.
This morning I'm sitting here and you saw the regional commander walk to me, not knowing that you are coming with a bailiff. At the time that I am in action, you want me to stop me.
Now, on the route, you are already at Ifa Sunderland.
So if the police think, they should convey us to Kwame Nkrumah Circle and go and ensure that we take the route that they have gone to the court. But if the police is here to ensure that we move from Ifa Sunderland, then it means that the police themselves have violated the prohibition order that they have gone to obtain. Because they are here because they know that we had an agreement with them. Why didn't they go to court with that agreement? In any case, you were here when I was speaking to the regional police commander. I spoke to you yesterday in the morning. Why do you go to court without notice to me? I spoke to Freeman Tete. As of 4:53 p.m. in the evening, you were asking me to give you the notification to Parliament. And I sent somebody specifically to come and give you a copy. You never told me you had obtained a restraining order. We are going to Parliament.
You're going to Parliament, but you can't picket perpetually, according to the order from the court.
Well, I don't know about any order. If there is an order, the police are violating it by coming to Ifa Sutherland Park.
There's nothing called late service or anything. They notified us that they will be demonstrating. Fine, we don't have problem with that. They went ahead to tell us that it is going to be indefinite. When they get to the prisons of Parliament, they will occupy it. And I said, that is not acceptable in any way. We are all aware of what has happened in other jurisdictions. We don't need to sit down to allow such a thing to happen in our jurisdiction. So in order to back up our operations, we have to go to the court to get an order to tell them, no, you have the right to demonstrate, but you don't have the right to remain at the prisons of Parliament into perpetuity.
Now, several hours since the demonstration was scheduled to kickstart, it looks like it has yet to. You can see here a number of protesters very comfortable on their mats. Let me see if we can engage this gentleman over here. Hello, sir. Welcome to the Citi Newsroom. Hey, you seem to be very comfortable here.
Well, Ghanaians are suffering, and I think that it behoves on all of us to support the ordinary Ghanaian who is being put under this stress. The Momo tax is affecting everybody, including especially the youth of this country. The truth of the matter is that more young people are poorer today than they were a few years ago. So trying to rob them further with a notion of creating jobs for the same youth, for me, is a misnomer. And for that, I will protest.
It appears that they have moved to a point where they want to strangulate us with an electronic levy. And that is the point of our departure. And that is why we say, take away the electronic levy, and then all of us are on page for the development of our nation. Will President Akufo-Addo be ready to listen? He must listen because in the past, Ghanaians have listened to him in the past 5 budgets that were presented.
After several hours of waiting, finally, the protesters have begun their march to the Parliament House to present their petition. They have stated also that they will continue with their picketing at the Parliament House perpetually, despite the restraining order which the police has. You can see their placards there reading, government hot, girlfriends are moving to Togo, and Nanado bathing in the sky with our taxes. Those are some of the placards they are wielding here, as you can see them. Oh, Bernard Mona is on the floor. He's busy napping in the middle of the street. Bernard Mona sleeping on the streets there. As part of their protest, Bernard is asleep. One of the leaders of the protesters basically lying in the middle of the street of Accra, protesting, calling for a removal of the e-levy. Again, the protesters have laid on the streets at the Ridge Roundabout. According to them, they've been working for quite a while now, for about an hour actually, and they've decided to take a rest on the road. So as you can see there, we are finally at the entrance of Parliament, and the protesters have pitched camp. They are sitting on the floor, and a representative from Parliament is about to speak to them. There's a bit of chaos here, the back and forth, I'm sure over they being denied access.
We have been confronted heavily by the Ghana Police Service at the entrance of the police. They have refused to allow us to go inside. We don't have weapons. We don't have capacity to fight the police. So the best we can do is to move away from the police and come and take a peaceful relaxation here. Is this one too a problem?
But what exactly are you going to do now? Are you going to be here?
You can see I came with my mat and my pillow. I am ready to be here as long as the government become sensitive. If the government decide that they are withdrawing the budget right in this moment and to take away the e-levy, we are happy and we'll go along singing hallelujah and praises to the government.
So how long will you be here?
If you are tired, you can go and come. We are here.
In our letter to the police, in our letter to the police, we indicated that we're going to see the leadership at the forefront of
It's
Parliament.
okay. It's
And that is
okay.
our house.
Listen to me.
This is not good for our democracy.
So you need to listen to me. So if it is the case, no, please. If it's the case that you will not recognize us, there's no problem. But we are here.
We are coming to you, honorable.
We didn't say come to us. We said go back. We are coming to you. We are coming to you. We are coming.
Are you saying we should go?
Allow us into Parliament.
No, we want to talk to you and take the petition.
Honorable,
But if you are saying no, that's
honorable,
fine.
one thing we expect of you is that you should acknowledge that where you are is our house.
Of course.
You are our representative.
That is why
We
we are
have
here
sent
to
you
know.
there. So we can't come to your house and you drive us to stand outside for you to talk to us. You need to talk to us.
Let's follow you.
So let's follow you.
Let's follow you.
The majority chief whip there, who was interacting with the leadership of the protesters, they are insisting that they want to get into the Parliament House to have a conversation with Parliament to present their petition. So it is not clear if some consensus has been arrived at, but he has entered into the premises of the Parliament House, I'm sure, to have a discussion with to come to consensus on what the final decision is. The police are here in their numbers. They have literally formed a shield to the entrance and are not allowing anybody to get inside, especially those aligned with the protesters.
It's okay. That's all. No problem.
After several hours of back and forth and agitation, finally 10 of the leaders of the demonstration have been allowed into the premises of Parliament.
The Ghanaian people have gone through so much austerity in the past 5 years and can no longer contain any hardship. Simply, Ghanaians do not want any more tax. Simply, Ghanaians want 0% Momo tax. Simply, Ghanaians want immediate reduction in fuel prices. Simply, Ghanaians want the immediate removal of the many nuisance taxes on fuel products. Simply, e-levy is regressive and repetitive. Simply, e-levy confronts and saps away business capital. Simply, e-levy is unwholesome to young entrepreneurs. Ghanaians believe that government can and must do more to have the new 2022 budget finally approved. But even more importantly, that Ghanaians will not pay any taxes that will be misappropriated, misapplied, and stolen for the creature comfort of some corrupt people.